All right. So what I'm trying to say, okay, so once after your free trial subscription, you are, entering into this, Azure portal. This is, as same as an enterprise level subscription. Okay, so you are good to utilize completely these, services. Whatever we discuss is basically see here the subscription information. So subscription is it's a like entry point to your managing of your complete organization resources over here. Okay, so this is typically one of the uh, uh, organization level resource point. Okay, so to managing of complete your infrastructure. So that once after this subscription you received, you can navigate your left side panel. Okay, so once after the left side panel, we can see the all the services uh, uh, into this Microsoft provided services and a dashboard, all resources, right? So we can able to know one by one. You can able to avail. Home is it will give resource information. Typically we are frequently use resources over here. And a dashboard, it is nothing but our customized dashboard, how we are going to maintain our desktop. Something like you can able to use here. And here is um, services. Microsoft is nearly 250 services it is going to maintaining across all DevOps, database, container, compute, analytics, and all. Okay, so where we can able to see the all Microsoft provided service. Let's say if you go for the compute option. Okay, so and if you can see this under the compute option, we have multiple services avail, past prospective, infrastructure prospective, right? So you can utilizing these services here. Okay, so let's say if you are go for database related stuff. When you go for the database related, we have Azure SQL, Azure is Elastic Pool, and a managed instance which will SQL VMs and all, right? So this is typically we are going to focus and do some lab setup and all. Okay, right? So in this all services, okay, so we can able to find out uh, complete what are the Microsoft is provided services over here, including the storage, security, networking, and all. Okay, so coming to the resource and resource group. So as I said just before, initial terminologies prospect of. Okay, so this is our the uh, subscription. Okay, so this is kind of your space or the area you are going to entering into the authorized public cloud vendor services, the subscription. Okay, so the tenant information also we have. We just put our your cursor. Okay, so the default directory and the domain you can able to see. Okay, so under the all resources, we don't have any resources at this moment. I just want to discuss about a resource group. So what is the resource group is basically? Okay, so this is if you can see this, portal.azure.com is there, right? Okay, so initially instead of the portal.azure.com 2015, Microsoft is azure.manage.com. Okay, so managed services .com is there. Okay, so now it is got portal.azure.com. It is changed after 2018 onwards. Okay, so this resource group is nothing but it is a pooled. Okay, so you have um, one bucket inside of bag. You are going to put your all things, right? Maybe your laptop, your charger, you know let's say your personal gadgets and all. So something like that, it is going to isolate your environment. Let's say you have you are going to maintaining your production workload. So you will create one resource group. Means, okay, it is an isolation of your environment. Let's say I want to create my one resource group here. Just I'm going to create the resource group here. What it is going to give, so this is a subscription ID. My resource group is prod SQL -RG. So production workloads I am going to maintain it. Just simple click on create. It is going to create the resource group. Okay. So there is no resource at all. If you can go and check, there is no resource at all here. right? Now I want to keep that, some resource, okay, into this resource group. Okay, let's say I want to create one Azure SQL database. Okay, so this Azure SQL database I'm going to keep into this production resource group. And okay, let's say if I want to create this, a simple, very easy. Okay, so it's normal Azure SQL database creation. So just I'm creating the Azure SQL. You can create a storage account as well. Okay. So instead of creating Azure SQL, let's go create, one storage account. Okay. So where is storage account? Here is a storage account. So as a database administration guy, do you require to learn this, storage, VMs, networking and all? If you can ask me that question, I will say yes. Okay, then only you are, perfect into the cloud landscape. Otherwise, if you are focusing only for the SQL DBA, so that it is not going to work into this one. Okay, let's say I want to create a storage account. So this storage account, where it is going to utilize as a database scope point. Okay, so you just want to move your databases backups. Okay, you just want to migrate, so it is going to help a lot more. Okay, so see here, your subscription, your resource group. So as I said, subscription is like, it's, entering point of your, resources or organization tenant related stuff here. Okay, so what I want to tell basically, so this resource group over here, just drag down, and you can give this, storage account. The name must be unique across all existing storage account. Okay, that should be no lower cases. Let's say I want to give SQL, okay, backup. Okay, so it is not going to accepting. I'm going to give underscore, okay, backup underscore 2024. Okay, so that should be basically unique letter. Okay, so it is not going to accepting. Let's consider this one, it is going to accepting. Okay, now I'm going to give the regions. Initially we discussed, across, 160 data center, 60 regions, right? So you have, almost all 60 regions you can see here. If you want to go for, East US and you are, India also, you can able to see here. But just let's consider part of this demo, East US region. Okay, so we have, edge zone. Okay, so I'll discuss this one later part. And performance will standard premium, we'll discuss each and everything. I just given part of this one. So I am moving this one resource, this resource storage account into the resource group. Okay, in the production resource group. See here, prod SQL RJ. Okay, same like I can able to give, okay, database as well. Okay, if I want to create any database, I'll move into uh, this production resource group. Okay, so what I want to tell basically, the resource in the resource group. Okay, so here if you can see, so this, portal, whatever we discussed, the web-based interfaces manages all the resources including the database. So the Azure portal is basically, it is a web-based, right? So there is nothing, scripting something. You are not going to, connecting from your laptop and all. It is a web-based thing. Okay, whatever you want to do, you are going to do here in experiment here. Okay, so and and resource group. So just before what I said, the logical container of resources, adding of all your organization management related assets. Let's see here. Okay, so to understand, more granular level. Okay, let's consider about this one, your cloud environment, right? So you have a subscription. Very good. Your private subscription you have. Okay, and you have your resource group. Okay, so you may have multiple resource groups as well. Okay, so this is my one resource group. Again, I have one resource group. Let's, this is in Azure cloud. Okay, so you are in Azure cloud, and then after that you have your, subscription, and you have, resource group. Okay, so I'm just giving a short name. resource group 1 and resource group 2. Okay, so resource group 2. And you are going to deploy the services. Let's say the storage account. Okay, let's say your database. Let's say your networking. Okay, your networking also you maintain. So why you are going to maintaining likewise to isolate this ones to understand the things. Okay, so this subscription, this oh my, this resource group. Let's say you are in a East US region. Okay, your business is running East US, right? Something you are running in India also, right? So this is mm, Chennai. Okay, so let's say in a East US region. Okay, so whatever the service you are going to being used to easily to understand the calculate the cost here, so it is going to help lot more. And here also, okay, so you are maintaining a resource group in a Chennai. This is going to help to understand the cost. If you are going to club the both the things, how you are going to isolate. Okay, so that is this is what is it. So I'm just giving resource group 1. So you may call it as SQL, RG, prod. So sometime, okay, so let's say SQL, a resource group, dev, something like that. You can able to give your own specification. Okay, let's say location, environment. Okay, so and client prospect of the application prospect of, you can able to give your own naming convention and utilize as part of your business requirement. So what I want to tell here, so your cloud the subscription, okay, and it is an entry point of your cloud to subscription tenant. So the free trial subscription, whatever we discussed, under that we have the resource group, and these are the resources, right? So I think you got it, what I'm trying to convey here. Okay, now the best part is, okay, so Azure SQL, this is one kind of services. Okay, we have Azure SQL Server, database, and firewalls, Active Directory, network, and this all the services we are going to maintaining under the resource group only. All right. So I just want to deploy one more SQL Server over here. Okay, so to understand creating of different resource group. See, the main motto is to isolate your environment, to manage your cost prospect of additionally you are going to managing, maintaining, monitoring. It is very easy to understand cost as well as the management prospect of. So that is going to help us resource group. Now I'm just creating one resource. It's a kind of Azure SQL. Okay, so part of our uh, uh, course, it is one of the core component, right? See here, if you can see the drop down, you have two resource group. Where you want to put this one, or else straight away if you want to create new resource group. Okay, see here what is exactly this is going to give you. A resource group is a collection of the resources that share the same lifecycle permission. Okay, if you can see the earlier the organization structure I have shown you, defined how it is got management group, subscription, resource group, resources, like to define the policies and provide the role based access. Okay, that's the main important of the subscription. See, the all the resource in Azure subscription are built together. So it's an entry point of your cloud landscape or public cloud vendor, right? So I want to create a new resource group. Let's say SQL. Okay, so dev. Okay, so RG. So I want to give likewise. So this is one resource group created, right? So I want to give the database name over here. Okay, so Azure SQL. Okay, so uh, dev db. Okay, so our demo db, whatever you want to give, you can give this name. Okay, so this is the database name that I'm going to create. So it is going to ask you the server name. See here, so select the existing server or create a new server to connect the connection string and the credential based. Okay, go to this drop down list. Since we are just a new brand new subscription, I don't have any server. I just want to go and create the service SQL server here. This is the logical service. Okay, AZSQL SRV. Okay, 001. This is my server name. Okay, let's keep this one. Okay, so in a East US region only, just simply go in the list. We have, uh, authentication method, intra authentication methodology, and you do have both the SQL and authentication. Okay, so uh, SQL and Microsoft Intra authentication. I'll go for a SQL authentication. We'll discuss later part this one. Okay, so the admin login, I'll give SQL admin and provide a password over here. Okay, so just give your password, just press OK. So indirectly, what you are exactly going to do, this database is going to map this server. Nothing. Okay, just simply go and click on create. Your database is going to create now. Let's see if any error is going to come giving. I will go and will navigate and will create it. So post this creation, where we can able to see that location, it is got initiated. So how it is easy. See here the collision settings and tags and all. It is by default is going to take. So the deployment is in progress. If you can see the notification bar, as I said, the deployment in progress. Okay, so where we can able to see the how much percentage it is got completed. Okay, so the same thing I want to see this, you are the resource group. Okay, so where the resource group I just created now, dev resource group, right? Just click on this dev resource group and see this, there is no services as of now, right? Once after this, deployment is completed, we can able to see the resource list under this resource group. So what is the resource group? It is a pooled. Okay, this this bucket we can keep it as many as much as services like network prospect or whatever. So I'm just going to refreshing. So once after the refresh is going to happen, it will show the our services here. Okay, still it is not completed. That's what it is not showing. Let's see that once after the completion of the deployment. Okay, so it is got still deployment is in progress. Okay, so once after the deployment is completed, I could able to see the resource here. Still not. Just wait one more minute. Okay, so that it is going to show you. Okay, it is in progress. See here, now I just refreshed. Okay, I could able to see my server here. Okay, so under the server, just now to the server, and you can able to see this, database. What is the database that we have given? Okay, so here we can see that database name actually. Okay, so let's go and click on this resource so that database still not got created. Okay, now the story is if you can go and click on this database, you could able to see this database information here. Okay, still not deployed successfully. Okay, so now the deployment is succeeded. Okay, so we can able to see the database over here. Just before we haven't seen, right? Just click on this database where we can able to see the database name information. Yeah, I could see now my database name and the server name and the general purpose. Okay, so part of this, regular classes, we are going to cover entire thing and a step-by-step process each and every layer. Okay, so how we are going to take export, import and all, including the managed instance and all. So this is all about, deploying of the services and all. Okay, so as part of the free trial subscription, what you need to do, you have to delete everything post after the deployment. Otherwise, it is going to charge you. Just copy this one and just do the deletion so that whatever the resources you have, it is going to delete completely. Okay, so that is going to save your cost basically. Okay, so just give the name and delete it so that it is going to delete. No services go to available in your resource group. Otherwise, it is going to keep on charging you so that your $200 it is going to complete within 1 or 2 days only. Okay, so either the ways it is going to applicable, either the 30 days period is there, but still if you are completed or if your credit is going closed, that it is going to your subscription is going to disable. Okay, so that is what is about. Any questions you have? Actually, I just want to ask questions. If you have any questions, course perspective, feel free to ask.
So can we configure the private IP? Can we give this something private IP address for the SQL Azure SQL Server?
Yeah, you just need to create point. Okay, so that you can give the private IP for this Azure SQL and Azure SQL managed instance. Both you can able to give.
So do we need to create like subnet for the like NAT
Yeah,
something?
not NAT. Okay, so VNet we just need to create. Okay, so private link
Yeah. Mm.
services, by using of the private link services we can able to map that private IP. So normally real-time environment we are not going to use public. We are going to map this database server to the private endpoint so that we can able to connect. I'm just stopping the recording so that I can show you this private services.
Okay. Okay.
Just for sake of recording.